How's everyone doing? It's your boy A-Dog TV, another day of Gossip TV. Today we're gonna be watching a podcast. Well, not watching, but maybe listening because driving is legal to be watching something while you're driving. So we're gonna be listening to a podcast about red flags. Where women are kind of blaming men for women's red flags. Let's see what she's got to say, and of course, as usual, we're gonna discuss it together and how about put our 2 cents in or whatever. You feel me? Nevertheless, man, let's get it, man.
Have a luxurious lifestyle. I'm riding Rolls Royces. I'm in penthouses. I'm having celebrity friends. We're doing these events, these events. How do I know she really messed with me, or she's just not in love with the lifestyle if I don't put her through a test to make her feel like this lifestyle ain't here no more?
Because in the midst of all of that good stuff that you have going on, she should be giving back.
And what?
Yeah, I think one thing I realized in life as well is like the more money you have in life, it's harder to find love, because like people girls can end up liking you for what you have, what they can get from you, rather than what they feel for you. I've watched a lot of shows, girls are saying, oh yeah, money over love, money over love. Thinking, raw, boy. You know what that means, money over love. As soon as the money gone, there was never love there in the first place. So that love it was never there. So you're not gonna say, oh, she lost love. No, she's losing money. So that's why she's stepping. You feel me? So don't ever I pray none of my brothers, none of my fellas get any girl that says money over love. Because homie, I'm not trying to wish anyone a downfall, or you start doing bad in life and your money starts getting low. But if it does, just know that shorty that was there when you was up, you feel me? When that needle points down, she ain't gonna be there, man. She ain't gonna be there. All your investments, the shoulder you wanna cry on, everything, nothing's gonna be there, car. The reason why she was there is not here no more. You feel me? It's crazy, man. But let's keep listening. Because boy.
Kind of way.
In what way?
And just saying, hey, I got something that I plan for us to do.
Okay, I hear you, and I like
to spend your money.
And maybe we don't have to go out and spend money. Maybe we could chill.
Listen,
and just me and you time.
I would appreciate that, but that's your reciprocating based on the things that we doing. But what if I don't have nothing? How do I know how that woman's gonna act?
What do you mean have nothing?
If I fell off.
If you okay, so you had a lot of shit going on, and then you.
Women are gonna fall back as soon as somebody.
Okay, wait a second. Wait a second. Let me get a clear understanding.
Yeah, I've been through that myself.
But before we go deep dive into that, you had it all and then you lost it?
No, I'm not saying I had it all.
So you never had it at all?
No, I had it. I just want to put her through a test to make her feel like I don't got it, to know, do she love me or the lifestyle? A lot of times, a dude leave with his money and his lifestyle.
But as a man, you should want to be the kind of guy. You should never. You should never play like.
What I'm asking though. What I'm asking is, how do
I think what he's asking is, he's got it, but he doesn't feel. He knows that if he meets a woman, all swagged up and everything, when she sees him, she's gonna see ka-ching, and she's gonna go for him. But if he acts like he hasn't got it, and he approaches her, it's gonna be a different response, because that's how you kind of find out a gold digger. Because at the end of the day, if there's no gold, she ain't digging no more. She ain't digging you. You feel me? But if there ain't no gold and she's still digging you, and you're up, you have to look after her, man. Because if you don't, then it's on you, man. Because she ain't no 3 or 4. At the end of the day, if she looks after you when you're low or when you're down, she's there for you, bro. That's a keeper, man. That's a keeper. You can win premiership with that one. You feel me? That will invest your money rather than spend it. That's an investor. But if you get one that's spending your money and stressing you when you ain't got money, 3 or 4, man, don't play with it. 3 or 4, don't even let that seep over. You feel me?
And how does she know? Does she love me, or does she like all the things that come with me if she's always
Of
had it?
course she
Because
likes
some
the
people
things that
know-
comes
some
with
people
you.
know that, right?
See, she said it right down there, bro. Of course she likes the things that come with you. And see, it's lucky this woman has a great rack, because I do believe the logic is a little off right there. When it comes down to testing people, I think everybody gonna be battle tested in relationships, friendships. You gonna be to say, hey, can you do this for me? Hey, can you drop this for me? Hey, I need this. And if you can hold me down, then that would mean that you possibly is a real one.
Facts.
With money, it's like if a man's providing the lifestyle, right? Because the man's supposed to
But
be
that is what a man is supposed to do.
But
Suppose?
is she in love with the lifestyle that he provides, or is she
Of
actually
course she. But
So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, a man shouldn't look after his lady. He should. But it's also one thing we gotta realize in this life is a lot of women date for a purpose. Some women would date you because they don't fancy you. They would just date you because you have money, you have fame, there's something. But if they're not dating you for love, you want to find out before you start spending money. Because I'm not being funny. If you're trying to settle down with someone and you're dating around, and each woman you date, you're taking her to a 5-star restaurant, your money's gonna be done. You gotta take your time and get to know them. At the end of the day, you spend on them, they spend on you. Just like how a woman doesn't want a broke guy. You know, we're very generous as men. We date broke women, innit? Because at the end of the day, you know, we're not after the woman's money. But I think it's about time we need to start dating women that do something for themselves, rather than, if not, you'll be paying 24/7. You're going out, you're gonna pay on a holiday, you're gonna pay dinners, you're gonna pay and if you're gonna do a massage, trips, party, drink, and you're gonna always be paying. Ain't nothing wrong with paying, but us men, we're human too. We like to be spoiled. Ain't nothing feminine about that. Ain't nothing wrong with being treated once in a while. You feel me? So if you're gonna be paying 24/7, come on, man. You got the wrong one. Trust me.
She'd be with me if I didn't have the lifestyle.
But the lifestyle? No, I'm not gonna put you as a Burger King, because as a man, you should want that for yourself.
Yes.
Why are you? Listen, if you're coming up, then you need to not.
What are we going through downtime?
If you are on your way up, you need to focus on yourself and not be trying to date, because when you start dating,
This is what I'm saying. See, if you're coming up, you need to focus on yourself and not start dating. Our parents, like my parents, yeah, they both had nothing when they got together. At the end of the day, they had nothing when they got together. They flew abroad together with what little money that they saved together, and they worked on themselves together. But these days, these women now, it's like they want a man that's already made. So he's made and he can be looking after you. You don't want to build. Relationship before was all about building, like the Asian culture. See the way they do it? You get married, you stay with the parents. The boy is still living at home with the parents, and literally, you're not paying no bills. All the work that you're doing, you're saving your money, and before you know it, you get your own house. You don't end up renting a flat. Asians don't rent a flat. They buy and move out. You feel me? The woman and the man live in the parents' house, in the same room the kid grew up in, and save money. But she's talking about, if you're coming up, you should focus on yourself rather than. So what about if you never make it in life? Because just like there are different caliber of men, there are different caliber of women. You know, let's keep it a G. At the end of the day, there's broke men and there's broke women. So why is it that broke girl can be out there looking for love with cheap clothes, but a broke man can't look for love and build together? And it's not now, man. Because you talk about equality, so that's equality, right? If a broke girl can look for love, that means a broke man can look for love too. You just have to live according to your bank. You know, if both of you ain't got money, then yeah, you can't be driving a crazy car. There's no crazy holiday. Just go work with what you have till you make it. Not everyone meant to be a millionaire. You feel me? Not everyone meant to have money, drive fast cars. Not everyone. Because if everyone's a chief, then at the end of the day, who's a butler? You feel me? That's the way I see it, man. There's too many chiefs. Well, too many wannabe chiefs. Not enough buttons.
You said that about women. You know what? Almost ain't said to
Listen, no. Hold on. I totally agree on the other side. Women that's not in a situation to be dating should not date.
Let's start with that rhetoric. The whole, hey, if you broke, you shouldn't be dating. You shouldn't date until you get yourself established. What is real establishment? Really think about it. Before we had modern civilization the way how it is, you didn't have all these things that you could buy and show off to people to show that you know how to make a dollar. It would be your morale, your character, and your work ethic. That can be applied even if you are poor. Maybe you just don't like participating in the game of capitalism, but to say that you have to have money to actually date is crazy. Because you could be in the building phase or the up and up phases in the society we live in. If we lived off her logic, there would be no relationships going on.
Facts.
If you can't financially take care of yourself, you should not be dating.
Yeah, but
you know this though.
The whole thing
I say the same thing with women.
Specifically target men.
Facts.
There's some women that all their whole life and their whole job is to target high value men.
Okay, well,
that's
up to you as a man to decipher who's real and who's not.
They want.
Okay, but listen.
Join
Can I
their
ask you a
circus
question?
and be a part of the clown show.
Okay, hold on.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go.
As a man, right? Yeah. As a solid man who has accomplished himself, you gotta decipher what type of woman you want to be involved with.
How can I decipher who I'm with?
Why are you gonna choose a woman who's only mooching off of your situation?
How would I know?
Because the time.
Through a test. Like I said,
not a test. You don't have to do that.
Wait a minute, test. What is this?
Because you don't have to play those type of games.
Test every time.
You don't have to play those type of games.
So how do you know the ones that's for you or not?
How can I know who he is unless it's wartime?
Exactly.
Only in wartime do I know you got
okay, that's a perfect example. So let's say, hold on. Let's just say you had a homeboy, right? And you like, I don't know if he's solid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put up a fake rivalry to see.
Yeah, might do it.
Okay, that might be a little extreme, putting up something like orchestrating a situation. That's almost the same as like a girl sending her homegirl to her boyfriend and see if he gonna cheat. I wouldn't go that extreme to put somebody through a test, but I understand when situations arise, can you rise to the occasion when I really need you? And if you can, that's gonna show that you possibly solid. If you ain't got a lot of excuses or whatnot.
You would do that to your homeboy?
I would rather manufacture. Let me finish. I'm not saying that
to see if he's solid.
I'm not saying that. Let me finish real quick.
He gonna get Brandon kidnapped.
Let me finish.
I promise you I did.
I would rather manufacture a fake test than be in a situation where I can't afford for my homie to fail the test and I get my life to.
So you would do that to your homeboy?
That's serious.
I'm not saying I'm a but guess what?
Do you see how ridiculous that sounds when you do it to your homeboy?
You know about Cleopatra?
No, because he said, hold on, wait.
If you don't trust someone, and instead of you living in the doubt, you have two options. It's either you test the person or you walk away. And most of the time, you love the person too much to just walk away. So what's the other option? You're going to test them and see. It's just how it is, isn't it? It's life, man. Like, people do different things to get the same result at the end of the day. You know, it's like girls out here will love you for your money and try and grow that they love you, but really and truly it's their money. And as long as you have money for life, you're good. Happy marriage. You know?
Cleopatra.
Hold on, Brandon, you drifted. Before we get into Cleopatra, if you're saying it's ridiculous, I'm not gonna put my boy through that. Why would you put
my woman is closer to me than my boy? She live in my house, so she need to be battle tested the most because she get the most from me.
But I'm saying
who receives more from me the most. Be the person that you should test.
The serpent is sleeping in the bed with you.
I do it sometimes. The person that's in my household knows the most about me.
Listen, you discover that before the tests are made.
What do y'all think of the chat? Tell me what you think of the women hate that test. Why? Because they ain't gonna pass the test.
It's not about passing. It's about.
So what's wrong with the test?
Because it's fake on your part.
I'm going through something. I ain't got it, and he just want to see what you do. What would be if you're a real right? You gonna be like, it don't make no difference. I'm still acting the same. So why you mad at it?
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I just think it's unnecessary.
That's true, man. At the end of the day, if you have nothing to hide and you're gonna keep it 100, the test is not a thing. It's not a problem. You do the test, you pass it, you keep it stepping. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But unless, because if you have any doubt in you, then that's when you should be worried about a test. It's like, you know, this cheaters and whatever. You're like, oh yeah, why did you put me for this cheat and this and that, this? But if you're not cheating, you ain't got nothing to worry about, right? Or am I wrong? You get me? At the end of the day, it's about everyone needs to put themselves first. You put yourselves first, and whatever's giving you sleepless nights, whatever you're stressed about, you do what you need to do to get clarity, you know. And once you get your clarity, you get your answer. It's up to you to stay or leave at the end of the day. Because if you're stressed about something and the person proves you right and you're still there, then that's your fault, you know. But you get your clarification, and the person is not what you think they are. Like, you know, they're better than what you thought they was. Then yeah, of course you got a winner. You feel me? That's just how it is. But yeah, people, man, now they need to start taking themselves first and stop putting other people before yourself. Because at the end of the day, you're in charge of your happiness. Because guess what? When we leave this earth, yeah, our parents, our family, partners, everyone moves on. Everyone moves on. So why put yourself in a situation for others? Blood or no blood? They say blood is thicker than water, but guess what? Water treats me better than blood at the end of the day. It's sad, man, but it's true, man. When I say water treats me better than blood, I'm talking about people from outside that treat me more, show me more love than my own family have. But hey, they say blood is thicker than water. Hey, that's just a saying, man. Whoever said I can keep it. Because it doesn't work for everyone. Let's not live on that. You know? The only person that you're allowed to go 24/7 that blood is thicker than water is your kids. You know, you have to be there for them no matter what. But that also has a limit. If your kid is showing you harm or putting your life in danger, they reach a certain age, they don't want nothing to do with you, then hey, guess what? You can kick rats. You feel me? But at the end of the day, you know, I've done my part. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. It's your boy, A-Dog TV. That's another day of Gossip TV. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and drop in the comments. I'm going to be posting a part 2 of this. You feel me? Anyway, peace, man. I'm out.